Sound check, everybody, give me a second. Give me a second. Are we live? Am I late? 1 minute? Alright, we're live. Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Alright, remind me, skip version. There you go. Joan, good morning. Paul, Jane. Alright, Marcus. Alright, everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I would like to do more, but we are trading. We are in the can you see here? Virtual office starts in May, so we are currently running the virtual office trading event. Okay, everybody. So we're going to start. I'm not sure if I'm streaming to YouTube too. Okay, everybody. Give me a second. Yeah, we're live on YouTube too. Okay, so one more time, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Mike, the FX boss, and I'm looking for traders, And what was the name? Nandoz was asking why last time, because starting from next year, this course is going to be online, like home study course. Okay, we're moving forward, Make sense, everybody? All right. What do we have today? Forex course 1 lesson to highs and lows and trends, alright? So never forget, you're going to graduate from this course when number 1, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number 2, you have your strategy in place, you understand why you win and why you lose. And number 3, you have a complete understanding of how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. So if you want, then you can join the advanced institutional trader course. Okay, you can join us on Teams, everybody. It's for free, it doesn't cost you a cent. And if you didn't receive the free manual, courtesy of Shola and Ernesto, please send me an email to mikefxboss@gmail.com, okay? Alright, so let's move to charts, right? And yeah, it's supposed to be yesterday, Paul, but I couldn't make it, I'm sorry, That's why we're moving to, next year is going to be Forex Course 101, is going to be online. Okay, and give me a second, everybody. Okay, so open NZD monthly chart. Okay, last week we talked about the technical market structure. All right, so today we are going to talk about how to confirm trends. All right, the title of today is whoops, not in here, it's text, it's how to confirm, how to objectively confirm trends. Okay, and to do so we need to talk about highs and lows. Okay, Marcus, if you have questions, you can type in the chat, not a problem. Okay, YouTubers too, if you have any questions, just type in the chat. Okay, everybody, I'm streaming on Teams and on YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm visible on YouTube, but anyway, so how to objectively confirm trends, everybody. Okay, so we need the high and the low, so we can write this down, right? Give me a second. In order to confirm a trend, we need the so-called highs and lows. Okay, that's the rule. And so now we are at the monthly bands, right? Ends decade, and we are thinking, okay, where is the right time to go short, to sell, what do I need to do? Okay, so it's lesson number 2 today. Okay, in order to confirm a trend, we need highs and lows. All right, so let's talk about a high. All right, pen and paper if you want. A high is a central candle, all right, with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values. And those candles come in different shapes, everybody. Okay, they can come in, it could be a doji candle, whatever, could be it could be like this too. Give me a second, trading view, and give me a second. All right, So it could be something like this, right? This kind of candle, even like this, right? Okay. So what is this would be the definition of a high. Freaking, there you go. So it's a high. It's a high. All right. The definition of a high, right? A high is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high values. All right, everybody, this is the definition of a high. Okay. No, James, no, a candle is not a candle. You're mixing candles with candlestick formation. Some of you are this is not your first time, so some of you know the Forex course 101 for a while. No, don't mix everybody candlestick formations with candles, James. No, it's one candle. Give me a second. So if I go on the chart, we're on NZ Decade monthly chart, James, okay, and everybody, up in here you have O as per open, if, there you go, O as per O, give me a second, one more time, O as per open, H as per high, L as per low, and C as per close. You have O, H, L, C. Can you see it, James? James, can you see it? O, H, give me a second, everybody. I'm not sure if O, H, L, C. Okay. Do you see it, James? Alright, all good. So if I'm now I'm going to go to this candle, right? I'm going to zoom in. Give me a second, James. I'm not sure if I'm streaming on YouTube, but anyway, let's move forward. James, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, is this, I'm moving the mouse, right? Is this candle a high, right? So I need two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high value. So I'm going to focus on the letter H. Okay, so what is the center candle? H, it's 97356, right, everybody? 97356. If I go on the left, it's 95, so 9795. Can you see in here, everybody, the H number, the high, it's lowering, you know, 97, now it's 95. And I go on the second candle on the left, it's 952, so it's 957, 955. So on the left side, the requirement, it's okay. But if I go from the center candle on the right, let's see what is the H. So the center candle, it's 973. The first candle on the right, it's 96. So 9796. The first candle has a lower value, lower high value. What about the second candle? The H as per high is 99. Can you see, everybody? So this is not a high. Okay, yeah, we do have two candles on the left with lower high values. We have one on the right with the lower, but then the second candle on the right does not have lower high values. Okay, everybody? Yeah, James, don't confuse candles with candlestick formations. All right, so back to here. Okay, everybody, so that's a high. Okay, I'm not sure if Nando's is here. Alright. In order to conform a trend, we need highs and lows. A high is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high values. Beginner students, you know, analysts, you know, whatever, not traders yet, you know, they make a lot of mistakes in the beginning because, you know, you need to be very precise, right? So is this a high? No, now it's not a high anymore, right? Okay, everybody, be very careful. And those candles come in different shapes and colors. You know, that's why we are just measuring. We are looking at the H, you know, at the number, I mean, at the high, right? So it doesn't matter, you know, sometimes students come along, you know, give me a second. sometimes a student come along and says, oh, but you know, this candle is higher than this candle. So what? Makes sense, everybody? This is the rule, nothing else. There is no more. A high is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right. You know. Good morning, good evening. I believe it's Mario, you know, on YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm streaming on YouTube too. Okay. So back to James, everybody on Teams. James, don't confuse, you know, apples with bananas. Okay, everybody? Student comes along and says, all right, you know, it's this is not a high. Why not? Oh, because this candle is higher than this candle. There are no rules to, or oh, this is not a high. Why not? Because this is a doji. Okay? The only rule that states is a high is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with low or high values. Onorevole! All right, everybody, I'm not going to speak Italian. Mario says yes on YouTube. Okay, now what is a low, right? What is a low? Give me a second. James just ask questions, you know. James, Jane, John, Paul, low. I mean, most of you guys are in Forex course 1 for a few years already now. Okay. What is a low? Where if a high is a center candle with two candles on the left, two candles on the right, a low, it's also a center candle, all right, with two candles on the left, and two candles on the right. Can you see what I'm charting now, what I'm drawing? And now it should be more beautiful. A low is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with higher low values. Okay, it's exactly the opposite to a high. Alright, everybody? So I'm going to clone, you know, and we're going to just change, or maybe like here, you know, a low. A low is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with higher. Buonasera onorevole, come stai? Mario, guess how many people were in the virtual office today? Higher, so lower high, so higher low values. Yesterday in the virtual office, I told everybody starting from today, which is today, right? I'm going to ask everybody, okay, come to the virtual office event with your best rate for the week and your best rate for the day. Guess how many people showed up? Just guess. You would never guess how many people showed up. Paul, Virtual's office, it's, you know, it's a trading event. We're running this event now starting in May. We are trading together basically for 2 months, you know. I don't know, guess. How is in Italian? Indovina. You know. Let me tell you something. Eraldo didn't show up. And Melissa didn't show up either. You know, makes sense? But Melissa was telling me that she was sick. It's alright, you know, but Jane is saying on Teams 2. Exactly, Jane. 2 people. Virtual office event when we are trading together and make mega millions. Only 2, nessuno, 2. 2 people showed up in the virtual office event today. You know? Okay, everybody. You can ask Mario, one of the biggest issues in trading, you know, is that retail traders don't take seriously enough trading as a business. Not judging, just, you know, just trying to explain to you. Make sense, everybody? And unless your homeostasis understand that this is a business, nothing is going to change. You're not going to be dedicated and powerful and so on and so on and so on. But back to Forex course 101 lesson 2. Okay, and I'm going to change next week. I'm going to change the title. Everybody, you can tell your friends, if you are scared of artificial intelligence taking your job, learn trading. It's going to be the title. All right. If you are scared that AI is going to take your job, you better learn how to trade. You know, it's not the best profession, but it's, you know, it's just, you know, it's an escape, right? Okay, so back to lows, right? We talked about a high question, you know. Let's find the tricky question. All right, let's see, you know, not something that is not that obvious. Let me find the low that it's not that obvious. And yeah, it's obvious, but okay, it's still alright, not a problem. Alright, this one, that one. Okay, everybody. Now, is that white candle here, is this a low? A low is a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with high or low values. So when we're looking at the high, we were looking at the H. Okay, everybody. Now looking at the finding a low, we're going to look at L. Okay, everybody. High, low, open, close. So we want to be, it's a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with high or low values. Okay, so let's go maybe to this one. Okay, is a blue, is the, well, no, it's the white, right? The white is the example, okay? Is the white candle a low? Well, somebody's saying yes, somebody's saying no. Well, let's check, right? So the central candle, what is the L number? Central candle, arrow pointing at, it's 8347. First candle on the left, 8342. 8347, 8342. So no, that's not a low. And obviously, you know, we say, okay, what about this? Give me a second. What about this white candle? And of course, you know, you can see it spatially with your eyes, right? So if you check the L, you know, it's 7624. First candle on the left. What is the L number? 7670. So 7624, 7670. It's a higher, right? Higher low. The first candle on the left has a higher low number, and the second candle on the left, the low is 79. So central candle 76, second candle on the left, the number is 79. So this is a central candle with 2 candles on the left with higher low values. And again, you know, you can spatially see that also those two, right? We can see it with the naked eye, like. But still, you know, it's a practice, you know, you're going to move the mouse and here the L is going to change. So one more time, 7624, first candle on the right, 79, already higher low, and the second candle on the right, it even 84. Alright, everybody, so yes, you know, this is now a low, right? Paul is asking, boss, do I need to learn those definitions? Yes, you do. Yes, you do need to learn, Paul. Paul on Teams, not YouTube. Everybody, do you want to take a screenshot, Paul? You need to learn those definitions, everybody. Marcus from USA, boss, what was the definition? Those two. Oh, the quote, Marcus, the quote. If you are scared, if you are afraid of AI, artificial intelligence, tell your friends, everybody, learn how to trade. Why not, right? I mean, why not? There is no right or wrong anyway. Okay. I'm going to change, so it's not going to be last time Forex course, is going to be if you're afraid of AI taking your job. And there is a revolution going on, you know? I'm not sure if you can feel it, everybody. Does anybody feel it? Like waiters are losing jobs, corporate lawyers are losing jobs, you know? Truck drivers are losing jobs because now it's AI. Marketeers, social media, crazy, losing jobs. Companies going bankrupt. Yeah, I don't know. I'm talking about Brazil, Europe, USA, maybe. There are other countries I don't know. You know, AI it's quickly replacing. You know, in wait for the next 3 years, 4 years. You know, there is a book. It's called out there. It's called 2030. You know, you can read the book. It's what is going to happen. You know, more or less, right? I mean, we're all guessing. Make sense, everybody? Okay, now we've clarified what is a high. Alright, we clarified what is a low. So, how to confirm an uptrend, everybody, objectively? How to confirm an uptrend in order to have a confirmed uptrend. Confirmed is the key word, everybody. In order to have a confirmed uptrend, you must have a minimum of 2 highs and 2 lows. Could be more, but you need to have a minimum 2 highs and 2 lows, where the second high is a higher high and the second low is a higher low. Everybody? Those are the rules. Forex course 101, lesson number 2, highs and lows and trends. Okay, how to confirm an uptrend. In order to have a confirmed uptrend, you must have, everybody. Okay, so let's have a low, central candles with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right. All right, and then the market does something like this, you know, and this, and it's a doji, and does something like this. Okay, everybody, and you are going to connect high to low, low to high. Is this an uptrend, everybody? Type in the chat, yes or no. YouTubers too, are we in an uptrend? Boss, I don't know. Read the rule. It's on YouTube, I believe, you know, or Teams. How to confirm an uptrend? In order to have a confirmed uptrend, you must have a 2 minimum highs and 2 lows minimum, where the second high is a higher high and the second low is a higher low. Do we have it? Paul is saying, I don't know. Read the text, Paul. I'm joking. Alright. Mario is saying, no, of course not. Alright. Then the market is going to do a doji, you know, and like this, doji whatever, and then it's going to do this, something like this, you know, and then 1 and 2, and now we are going to connect this high to this low, right? Do we have an uptrend now? Do we have an uptrend, everybody? Boss, I don't get it. You have a low, right? Central candles with 2 candles on the left, 2 candles on the right. Sorry for my drawing. You have a high, central candle with 2 candles on the left, 2 candles on the right with lower high values. And now you have, I'm doing this on purpose, I'm charting different candles because James was mixing candlestick formations with candles. And now you have a low with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with higher low values, you know. Didi, I'm not sure who is Didi, you know. Didi says no. Guys, if I know it, just type in the chat on YouTube, right? So I know that Mario, it's Mario. I'm not sure if Didi is Clara. Clara, is it you, Didi? Anyway, Didi says no too. Exactly. See, Paul? Paul, if YouTubers can understand this, and of course then the market is going to go up. Give me a second, everybody. Is going to make this candle and this candle, you know, and then it's going to make this candle and then this candle and this candle, and finally you have now another high, right? Example, and you are going to chart from low to high, high to low, low to high. Okay, everybody? in order to have a confirmed uptrend, you must have a minimum 2 highs and 2 lows where the second high is a higher high and the second low is a higher low. Alright? So let's put rectangles. This is a low, this is a high, the first high, this is the second low, rectangle, this is the second high, rectangle. Everybody, is the second high a higher high? Is the second high a higher high? And is the second low a higher low? If the answer is yes, you have a confirmed uptrend, not before. Okay? Any questions so far? James, please. No questions, I mean. All good, boss. All right. Okay. Now, if this is the definition of the uptrend, what is a downtrend then? So it's exactly the same. Yeah, they want to make a picture. Everybody want to make a picture with the photo, with cell phone, with those concepts and rules. And you have everything in the free manual, everybody. Do I have a free manual? Where is the free manual? You can print it out. Everybody, if you didn't receive the free manual, alright, send me an email. Okay, courtesy of Shola and Ernesto. I'm not sure where is Shola, Ernesto, everybody. Okay, the whole Forex course 101, you have the manual, alright? Yeah, just send me an email, it's for free, it doesn't cost you a cent. Alright? Thank you, Shola, thank you, Ernesto. Alright, back to charts. Marison, yes it is, we do have a confirmed uptrend now. Alright. What is then a downtrend, right? We're going to clone exactly the opposite, how to confirm a downtrend, how to confirm a downtrend, in order to have a confirmed downtrend, you must have a minimum 2 highs and 2 lows, where the second high it's exactly a lower high and the second low is exactly a lower low. Exactly. So same story, right? To confirm a downtrend, you need to have a low and you need to have a high. First low, first high. Then you have the second low, the high, and then the second low, and you're going to chart, right? You're going to connect high to low to high to low, all right? And here you can see that the second high and the second low, is it a lower low and lower high? So this is then the definition of a downtrend, but for you to chart correctly, you must understand those. It's not that difficult, right? Agreed, everybody? Not that difficult. A low is a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with the higher low values, and the high is a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high value. Not that difficult, right? If you ask me, Okay, everybody, those are, yes, you must learn the definition. Who has this, James or Marcus? You must learn those definitions, everybody. Okay. Confession time, everybody. Alright. How many of you, the market is in an uptrend, and then the market does this? How many of you are shorting the market in here? You have a high, you have a low. How many of you, hands up? Let's be honest. How many of you are doing this? There is going to be an uptrend, the more advanced, you're going to see also a trend line break. The market is going to make the first low, right? How many of you are shorting this? Confession time! How many are shorting the market in here? You know. What's wrong with that, huh? What's wrong with that, right? Well, how to confirm a trend? In order to have a confirmed downtrend, you must have a minimum 2 highs and 2 lows, where the second high is a lower high and the second low is a lower low. Alright, everybody? So we're talking about trend confirmation, meaning this high is going to represent 25% of the confirmation of the downtrend. This low is going to represent another 25% of the downtrend. This second high, this second lower high, is going to represent another 25% of the confirmed downtrend. And this second low finally is going to represent another 25% confirmation of the downtrend. So when you have minimum 2 lower lows and 2 lows and 2 highs, minimum could be more, and the second high it's a lower high and the second low it's a lower low, now you have a 100%, come on TradingView, you have now 100% confirmed downtrend. Okay, everybody, this is the logic behind 1 + 1 is 2. Didi says wait for the second higher low. Okay, so if you enter here, everybody, what's the probability of the market to fall? Let's see how smart you are. You know, if your account is up and down, making money, losing money, making money, losing money, making money, losing money, and you are doing this, you know, if you short the market in here, what's the probability of this market going down and you make tons of money? Type in the chat, what's the probability? Let's see how smart you are. I mean, this is a 5-year-old kid can answer the question. You don't need to be that smart. Is this a 100% confirmed downtrend when you short the market, when you sell in here? It's 25% probability confirmed downtrend, it's 50%, 75. Mario on YouTube says 50, exactly. So when you enter this kind of trades, what are you really doing? See, everybody, you're far from being a trader. You are what it's called a junior analyst in an institution, and already starts the brainstorming on probabilities. You know, and don't tell me, oh, but I know, and oh, I know this is going to fall because, you know, and so on and so on and so on. Talking about trend confirmation, if you short the market in here, you are entering a downtrend, you know, with the probability of 50%, meaning, you know, no, thank you very much. No, not probability of the trade, probability of the pattern. Don't confuse the two. Okay, if you are shorting a lower low, this is not a downtrend. Make sense, everybody? Basically, you're shooting to stars. Yeah, occasionally you're going to win, of course. 99% of you online, you are not consistently profitable. You make money and then you lose money, and you make money and lose money. That's why we're here. You need to make logic out of this market. You need to make sense. Okay? Markets are predictable to a degree when you understand the logic behind, and this is one. You know? My daughter too, she can share the markets. Sure enough, it's going to be random distribution, sometimes going to win, but she's not going to be consistently profitable. Alright? Don't compare yourself to the advanced traders. Okay, somebody's quoting Heraldo. Heraldo is 8 years. Okay, some of you are 3 months in the advanced course. Okay, then the market is going to do a lower high. So if you short the market in here, you know, what are you really shorting? Yeah, how many of you seen other YouTubers or YouTube videos that the market is going to break the trend line and is going to retest the trend line and then is going to fall? I mean, there are different theories, right? How the market behaves. No, I'm not saying. What I'm trying to teach you is to think in probabilities. You can ask Mario on YouTube. The biggest challenge when you go from Forex Course 101, and it's free, to the Forex Course 202, which is the money phase, strategies, risk management systems, the biggest issue, everybody, the biggest problem is you don't understand probabilities. Okay? You go to the advanced institutional trader course and we're teaching about the A+2 rate terminology and logic behind, and you are still struggling because you don't understand probabilities. And this is a retail trader issue. Makes sense? Fair enough, you can do whatever you want. You can, heck, what the heck, you can sell in here. You can short in here, you know, I mean, agree with everybody? But you must start to think in probabilities, you know. So the market broke the low first. Are we in a downtrend? No. So a lot of times you're going to sell this one and the market is going to go whoop and you're going to lose. Happens all the time, right? Oh, it was a false break. They're calling those false breakout and they're calling those, yeah, we're going to learn about relevant highs and lows too, you know. Wait for a confirmed downtrend. Even with a confirmed downtrend, there are no guarantees. You know? So if you would short the market, everybody, what's the probability in here? If you would wait for the market to go up and then if you would short the market in here, you know, how much confirmed of a downtrend are you shorting? Are you shorting a 50% downtrend? Are you shorting a 75% downtrend? Or are you shorting a 100% confirmed downtrend? What are you shorting? What's the number? Yeah, fair enough, this is better than before, right? Mario was saying it's 50 before, so if you wait for 25, 25, 25, now it's a little bit better, right? I mean, it's not like... John is saying, oh, I'm trying to understand. John, you were 3 years with the Forex Course 101, come on. Unless it's not a joke. How much I'm entering this one now? How much of the downtrend, what's the probability of this market to fall down in a downtrend? 75, right? So when you are trading patterns that are not there yet, what are you really doing? When you are trading patterns, Marcus, forget crowns, everybody. Everybody, we're online. I'm streaming on YouTube too. It's a beginner course, lesson number 2. Forget about crowns. Oh, we have beginners online, fresh new, like Julio. Julio's fresh new. He doesn't know anything. I mean, he doesn't know anything about anything. Like, he's fresh new. 3 months in the Forex Course 101. Boss, what was the question again? If you are trading a pattern that is not there, what are you really doing? Julius here, playing around. Thank you, Julius. Julius, where were you this morning? We're missing you this morning in the virtual office. If you're going to join tomorrow, Julius, I'm going to ask everybody what is your... Not for beginners, no, not for beginners. We are running the virtual office where we trade together as an institution for 2 months. Alright, for 2 months. And it's common practice, you know, we come around the table, the meeting table, and I'm asking traders, what is your best rate for the day, Julius, and what is your best rate for the week? Tomorrow is going to be the same question. What is your best rate for the day? What is your best rate for the week? School, all right, all good? All good, don't worry, you know. Okay, everybody, so you need to wait, makes sense? If you enter in here, you are entering a 75% downtrend. Common sense question, is a 75% downtrend a confirmed downtrend? Exactly. No, Bo, no, of course not. Of course not. So you need to wait, makes sense, everybody? You need to wait for the market to show you. Marcus, forget about crowns. Today it's lesson number 2. You know? Okay, everybody? So whatever you do, unless it's not a 100%, you are taking unnecessary risks. Okay, you are playing around, as Julius is saying. Okay, now let's go to NZD monthly chart first, and then we are going to go to the, you know, okay, monthly band, just an example. All right, there is no right or wrong anyway. Okay, so we are here, right? We are here at the monthly bands. Should I? Remember, you can do anything you want. This is not an issue, but you are trying to learn probabilities. Okay, and most of you guys, even the advanced ones, you don't listen, right? You know, if this, I have this candle, should I short the market already, yes or no? Didi, there is 75 chances for it to be down trend and 25% it could go up. No, don't confuse the probability of the trade with the pattern. No. Be very careful, everybody. Be very careful. Okay, everybody? Be very careful. You know, Didi is saying when you have something like this, there is a 25% chance for the market to go up and 75% chance. If you rephrase it like this, then you are giving the... We're just talking, alright, Didi? On YouTube? We're just talking. If you are rephrasing like you're rephrasing, like, oh, this is now a 75% chance the market is going to fall. Not true. 75% it's high probability. Not true. Okay? You're not the only one, Didi. James also on Teams is messing around. Everybody. Don't confuse the probability of the trade, you know, with the pattern information. Does this make sense? If this would be a 75% probability for the market to fall, then I'm telling everybody, have two lower lows and one lower high and just short the market. Make sense, everybody? Don't confuse the probability of the trade with the pattern. Because the lesson today is you need to wait for the downtrend to show to have a better chance. Okay? You are just talking, I mean, there is no right or wrong anyway. Okay, everybody, so we're up in here. I mean, again, right, there is some of you are advanced, okay, but be in the mind of a beginner like Julius, you know, Julio, you know, should I short the market in here? You know, well, yeah, you can, but again, you want to short a downtrend, right? Exactly, that's the point. You are trading patterns in the Forex market. All right, you want to short a downtrend. Is this a downtrend? No, it's not, right? So we're going to wait and wait and wait. Now, is this a high? And let me try to connect high to low. We're almost out of time, so yes, I'm connecting highs to lows. And okay, high to low. I'm going to connect now low to high, and I'm going to connect high to low. With everybody, I'm not sure even if those are highs and lows. Can you see? Yes, it is. All right. Can you see, everybody? Even though if you have a downtrend, right, and you would short, if you would put the stop loss in here, the market would stop you out on this candle. Can you see it? You know, trading in itself is not that difficult, but yeah, it's complex in the beginning, right? So we're going to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and bam, finally, right? We are going to go to low to high, high to low, right? High to low. Yeah, next time we're going to talk about how to readjust trends, not today. Okay, we're just going to monitor. Give me a second. Just an example, exactly. So we have low to high. Give me a second. High to low, low to high, high to low. Do we have a downtrend now? Do we have two highs and two lows? Yes, you can do the same on the daily. Do we have a two highs and two lows when the second high it's a lower high and the second low it's a lower low? Just an example, exactly. Boss, is this a strategy? No, it's lesson number 2. Paul, it's lesson number 2. Do you want a strategy with lesson number 2? No, this is not a strategy, everybody. We're trying to understand how this market works, okay? So now we're in a downtrend, and let's see how the market is going to move, you know, and let's see, whatever you would do, right? Okay, now when the market's moving, up and down, you know, up and down, up and down. No, this is not a strategy. We're far away from a strategy. We're talking about 12 months in the Forex course 101 first. You know, then we're going to talk about strategies. Yes, exactly. You can do the same. Let me sync in layout. Let's go to the daily chart, right? Back in time, ends the cat. Daily chart. Don't we have? Maybe we're far away. We shouldn't. Give me a second, everybody. Oh, I cloned it. Not sync in layout. Sync in layout. There you go. Okay. Can you see, everybody? You're going to lose. Okay. Losers, when you see a quote, it's a cliche quote, losers are part of the game. This is what we're talking about. You know, it all depends when you have the stop loss. But nevertheless, you know, give me a second. So here finally, you know, high to low, low to high. Here finally the market starts to fall, right? But also in here, you know, you need to wait, you need to monitor the market, right? High to, you need to monitor price action, high to low, you know, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low. Okay? What's the difference if you would short the market starting from here compared to what's the difference if you would short the market starting from here? You know, you're at the monthly bands. Don't tell me retracements. We are lesson number 2. We didn't learn retracement yet. Okay. Exactly, Paul. Probability. If I'm shorting me, Julio, I'm shorting this one. You know, this is low probability because we are in an uptrend. But if I wait and wait and wait, I have two highs and two lows, you know, and the second low it's a lower low and the second high it's a lower high. Now I do have a confirmed downtrend, so I'm going to sell and short in here, so the market is going to trend, you know. Make sense, everybody? It's a different probability. And I know what some of you are thinking, yeah, but it folded here too. That's because you believe everything is the same. If you believe that everything is the same, you're not making any money, are you? Boss, can you repeat, please? If you believe that every setup is the same, you are not making any money, are you? And don't tell me yes, I'm going to challenge you and go online with you. Don't tell me stories, please. Okay? Exactly. In order for you to become consistently profitable, you need to understand probabilities. And the first 10 lessons of the Forex course 101 are the foundation. If you don't get the first 10 lessons, then it's going to be more difficult and more... What do we have tomorrow? Give me a second. What do we have tomorrow? Tomorrow we have what? Tomorrow... So market behaviors, it's not that... I mean, everything is important, but... This is one of the critical ones, the market wave. Alright? The market wave, it's the key to price action. If you don't learn market wave, you know, it's going to be difficult and difficult. Fibonacci's are not going to work. Okay? If you do believe that every setup is the same, that everything is the same, you don't understand probabilities. I'm not judging you, I'm telling you you didn't learn what is there to learn. Okay, everybody? Alright, so we are online and I have no idea what you're doing, but homework if you want. Okay, homework, put the monthly bands on some of the currency pairs of your choice and then start to track highs and lows. Just for practice, you know. Try to practice, you know, finding highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows. Okay? You need to practice spatial intelligence. No, forget about indicators. You know, practice. You know, is this a low? Make sense, everybody? You need to practice. You know, is this a low? Is this a low? A low is a center candles with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with higher low values. You need to practice those rules. You need to practice those statements. Does this make sense? Exactly. Everybody wants to be a billionaire now. Millionaire is not enough. Everybody wants to be a billionaire now, but nobody wants to learn and do the tedious work of studying the charts and doing the homeworks. Okay, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to try, I'm sorry, you know. We have full schedule, we are in the virtual office trading event now for 2 months, so I'm going to do my best to give you classes, okay? And tell your friends and family if they are scared of AI. Okay, tell your friend, John, are you scared of AI? Oh yeah, I'm scared. If you are scared that AI is going to take your job, you better learn trading. Trading is a learnable skill. Alright? It takes some time, that's the point. Don't waste. Don't wait. If your friend is going to wait until 2030 to learn how to trade, it's going to be too late. The world is changing quickly, everybody. Alright? Thank you very much for